Bismillah and Assalamualaikum students. Welcome to week 7 of your home-based learning for English. We have about 4 more weeks before school reopens and I cannot wait to see everyone back in class. But for now, this is still how we are going to study English. So for today, we are going to look at page 67 of your textbook. We are going to be looking at, this side, grammar, or you can also see it down below, future time expressions, ekspresi yang menunjukkan masa depan. So page 67, make sure you have your textbook in front of you as well as your notebook to make some notes and also to do the exercises later. Okay, so here we have a short note about future time expressions. Time expressions plus will and when plus will. Of course, will in English means, in bahasa Melayu akan. Biasa kita gunakan untuk menerangkan benda yang kita akan lakukan pada masa hadapan. When we make predictions, remember predictions? Ramalan. Predictions about the future with will, we often use time expressions. So what are time expressions? We have here a few examples. We have tomorrow, esok, next week, minggu depan, this summer. Summer is of course musim panas. We don't have summer in Malaysia. But what seasons do we have? We have two seasons. We have the dry season and the wet season. And then we have one day, satu hari nanti. Okay, bukan satu hari je, satu hari nanti. And soon, tak lama lagi. So, for example, this sentence here, I'll is short for I will. Let me make some notes here. I will. Dia akan jadi I'll. We'll take a look at the other pronouns later. Kata ganti nama yang lain. I'll be rich. Sebutan dia ada I'll ya. I'll be rich one day. Satu hari nanti saya akan jadi kaya. Saya akan jadi kaya satu hari nanti. We use phrases with when. When is bila. So like this we use it. When I go shopping, I'll buy some new clothes. So if you notice here, bila kita gunakan perkataan when kat sini, when kan, the verb here kita tak letak will. We don't say when I'll go shopping. We just say when I go shopping, I'll buy some new clothes. So whenever you use when, bila, walaupun kita nak cakap tentang perkara yang kita akan lakukan pada masa hadapan, we always do not use will. Okay? And another thing, when you use will, let me take up my, okay, I will here go to school in 4 weeks. So this verb here, go, it will always be in the root word. Okay, root word. Root word. Pardon my handwriting. Dia takkan tambah goes ke, going ke, it will be in the root word. Okay, so some notes here. Other pronouns we have is you, they, we, he, she, and it. Ut, not ut, it. So let's take a look at what happens when we put will to them in their contracted form, bentuk yang dipendekkan ataupun diringkaskan. Okay, so you just add the apostrophe, benda ni namanya apostrophe, and L. Tapi sebutan itu penting. So here, macam tadi I will, pendek ni kita sebut I'll. Here we say, please repeat after me to practice this. You'll, so macam you Lepas tu tambah l. You'll. Practice the l sound. L. They'll. We'll. He'll. She'll. And ni payah sikit ramai pelajar nak sebut ni. It'll. It'll. Okay. You'll. So I'll. You'll. They'll. We'll. He'll. She'll. It'll. So dalam bahasa bila bercakap terutamanya when you're speaking in English, usually we'll say just these ways. Okay, you will. Although it's not wrong for you to say you will, I will, they will, boleh juga, tapi it is much more natural for you to speak English this way using the short forms. Okay, so then let's take a look back at the textbook. Okay, so we have an exercise here, exercise 2. If you want to write the notes just now about you will, they'll, will, ne, you can also make these notes in your book. But for now, I want you to do exercise 2 in your book. Make sure you write the day and date for today. The topic is grammar, future time expressions. And I want you to do exercise 2. Okay, just copy everything and write the correct answers here. Okay, so as usual, please do all the exercises, pause the video, and come back to check the answers. Okay, but please be honest, do it first and then check the answers, alright? I'm trusting you. Okay, so pause. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the video, and hopefully you have finished it before you check the answers. Number 1, when we. Okay, do we need will here? No, we don't, but we need to change be into what? We are, sebab kita ada when kat sini kan? We use when, so, oops, why is it all yellow? Okay, when, so kat sini kena dia punya present tense. We are in Paris. We, do we need will here? Kita akan pergi membeli belah? Yes, we do. So we will go. Again, bila kita guna will, dia akan jadi dalam root word, kata akar dia. Number 2, I try. Saya akan cuba. We don't have when here, right? So we can use will. I will try lots of different clothes on, but I will not buy them all. Okay, so some notes here. Will not, kalau kita contract dia, contract maknanya pendekkan dia, dia akan jadi won't. So you can write the answer as I won't. There's no such thing as willn't. Okay, yang ni tak ada willn't. No such thing. So I will erase this supaya kamu tak salah faham. Will not akan jadi won't. Okay, so I will not buy them all, or I won't buy them all. Number 3, when we, when, right? So feel sahaja. When we feel tired, we will find a cafe. And number 4, I will have a drink and a sandwich. I will have a drink and a sandwich. Okay, so that's the end of exercise 2. Please write there how many you managed to get out of 4. Okay, cara kira dia adalah kena betul 2 baru kira betul 1 ya. And as usual, please, if you made any mistakes, please write the correct answers in your book. Okay, so number 3, make predictions about your future. Okay, so this is interesting. Use these phrases, frasa-frasa ini, to help you. So we have here, get a job, go to university, buy a car, travel around the world, get married, learn to drive. So many of the things that people are interested to do in the future. So what you need to do is you write here, when I'm 18, what will you do? I will, so I'll what? So you can use the phrases here to help you. For example, when I'm 18, I learn to drive. But I want to make this a little bit more personal. So you can write whatever answer you want here. What do you want to do when you are 18? Okay, what is your predictions when you're 20, when you're 25, when you're 30? And for this exercise, you yeah, please do it in your book. But then I would also like to see you write your answers in the comments below so I can immediately check and respond to your answers. It's much easier for me to check that way. Okay? So leave a comment there. Leave your answers there. What are you going to do? What are you planning to do? Your predictions when you are at this age. Alright, so moving on to the next grammar point, we have would like. Would like. Would is actually the past tense form of will. Bentuk past tense untuk will. But it is not always used in the meaning of past tense because it's very hard to understand why will akan tapi kenapa dia past tense. Sometimes students get confused because of that. But the way that we are going to learn how would is used today is very different. So don't worry about that. We'll worry about that when the time comes. So tengok hari ni about would like plus infinitive. Infinitive ni apa sebenarnya? Maksud dia kata akar je. Infinitive to. We use would like to mean want. Nah. So we use the infinitive with to after it. Pendek katanya, bila kita guna would like, lepas tu kita kena guna to, lepas tu kata kerja dalam kata akar. So would like to, apa dia? Would like to eat. Would like to eat. I would like to eat. Oh, that handwriting is very ugly. It's very hard to write on the screen, which is standing. So please forgive my handwriting there. Okay, so affirmative and negative, ayat penyata dan juga ayat nafi. I'd like to borrow your pen. So, would like to tadi dia kata maksud dia want, ingin. I'd like to borrow your pen. So what is the difference between you say, I want to borrow your pen, and I would like to borrow your pen? Can I do? Okay, so we have two sentences. I want to borrow your pen. And then we have I would like to borrow your pen. Well, the difference between these two sentences is this one is more polite. So if you're asking for something, it is better for you to say would like to borrow. Okay, it's more polite. So if you're talking to your parents or even your friends, it's actually better to just say I would like to or I'd like to. Okay, so again, if you're using other pronouns, we have I, you, they, we, he, she, it just now, right? You just put the apostrophe D to all of these pronouns and dia akan jadi contraction, singkatan untuk would, wheat. Okay. So the pronunciation for these words would be I'd, you'd, they'd, we'd, he'd, sheet, and edit. Edit. So it, payah sikit nak sebut if you're not used to it. It'd be impossible. It'd be. Oops, accidentally removed it. Okay. Or kalau ayat penyata, ayat nafi dia, tadi ayat penyata saya ingin, Tom wouldn't like to miss the concert. Would not, jadi wouldn't. Questions and short answers. Kat sana kita nak tanya soalan dan jawab. So soalan kita akan mulakan dengan would. Would you like to take the dog for a walk? And how to answer it? You say, yes, I would. No, I wouldn't. Yes, I'd like to. Kamu pernah dengar kan? I'd like to. Saya nak. Would you like to go home, for example, the question? And you say, yes, of course, I'd like to go home. Exercise 4. Okay, so this exercise, we're going to do it in your book. Study the table. Write the sentences using would like or wouldn't like. Nak ataupun tak nak. So which one is it? My computer is lagging slightly. Where are we? Okay, so please do this. I, like the example here. So I forgot your birthday, pangkah. So maksud dia negative ya. I wouldn't like to forget your birthday. I wouldn't like to. So do number 1 to 4. Is it affirmative or negative? Okay. So pause the video, do the exercise, and come back to check the answers. Pause now. Okay, people, welcome back. We're going to check the answers. Number 1, he. So this is negative. He wouldn't like to have. He wouldn't like to have short hair. Dia tak nak berambut pendek. 2. Sarah would like to play the guitar. Sarah nak main gitar. Sarah would like to. 3. Mrs. Smith, negative, wouldn't like to go on a roller coaster. Mrs. Smith wouldn't like to go on a roller coaster. And finally, Neil sebutan dia, and Liz would like to get married. Neil and Liz would like to get married. Okay, easy enough, right? So please write there how many you managed to get out of 4, and corrections as usual if you made any mistakes. Next, we are going to look at this side, grammar in context in maths. Kita tengok macam mana tata bahasa digunakan dalam matematik pula. Okay, read the math problem. Circle the correct answers for 1 to 8. So please write everything in your book, and please, you don't have to write all the choices of answers, pilihan jawapan ni. Just write the answer that you choose. Okay, so please read. If there are any words that you're not familiar with, you don't know the meaning, as you can just use Google Translate, as I have explained in a previous video, or you can also use a dictionary. Okay, so please do this exercise and come back to check the answers. So pause, do the exercise. Finished? I hope you have. And let's start discussing the answers. Bananas are 120 euros a kilo. Euro adalah mata wang yang digunakan di euro, a kilo. Apples are 250 euros a kilo. and pears are 220 euros a kilo. You are going to buy. You are going to buy half a kilo of bananas, a kilo of apples, and a kilo of pears. Will a €5 note be enough to pay for them? €5 note. Note kat sini adalah duit kertas. €5 note. So duit kertas €5. 5. Sue gets €100 for her birthday. She's going to spend €36.99 on a camera and €12.50 on a DVD. How much change? Which one? She will have? Will she have? Will have she? The answer is this one. Will she have? How much change will she have? Sebab ni adalah soalan. So soalan kita mula dengan will dulu. Will she have? Kalau ayat penyata, she will have. And the last one. You going? You going to go or you're going to go? So the answer is the last one. You're going to go on holiday. Going to, remember, is akan. You're going to go. So in conversation also, you usually hear people say going to as gonna. Right? You're going to, or you're gonna go. Where are we now? I kind of lost. Here. Okay, sorry. You're going to go on holiday to the USA. And you'd, so here, you'd adalah you would. You would, not again, like to, you'd like to change 200 euros into dollars. €1 equals $1.5. How many dollars will you get, you'll get, or will get? Question. So sama macam kat atas ni tadi kan? Will you get? When you when you will change, when you're going to change. How many dollars will you get when you're going to change? How many dollars will you get when you are going to change? Oh, sorry. You have when here. So when, the verb will be just change. So here is the answer. I did not see another answer here. So again, how many dollars will you get when you change this number of euros? Okay, so there are 3. Okay, this is not just a grammar exercise, also it's a mathematics challenge. It's a problem, masalah. So if you're interested, you can try to solve these problems by yourselves, and you can also check the answers here. So don't look at the answers yet. Try to work it out on your own. We are not going to do this, obviously, because we're studying English, not maths. And that will be it for today's lesson. I hope everybody has finished all the exercises, and I'm going to send the link as well for you to submit your exercise once you have finished. And don't forget, for exercise, which exercise was that? Exercise 2, I want you, if possible, to leave a comment in the YouTube comments section. Alright, my hands move a little weird. Okay, so thank you very much everybody for attending today's class and doing the lesson, and I will see you next time. Till then, Assalamualaikum and bye.